Here's my audience. And I will start my speech. How many of you scroll through social media every day? I can see everyone raise their hands. Whether it's to check out the latest trends, share pictures, or connect with others, social media has taken over our lives. What if I told you that social media platforms meant to connect us may actually be damaging our mental health? Today I am here to persuade you all that social media is causing more harm than good for our mental health. And I will do this by covering three topics: depression, anxiety, and poor sleep. So to understand social media effects on the mental state, we will first discuss how social media may increase depression. Studies have shown that there is a correlation for the increase in depression diagnosis and suicides in youth and the emergence of social media. In the USA, depression diagnosis of youth increased from 8.7% in 2005 to 11.3% in 2014. Suicide is the second most common cause of death for ages 10 to 34, with an increase of 47.5% since 2000. Also, 97% of youth from ages 13 to 17 reported using at least one social media platform. The depression caused by social media use is due to the fact that social media can create an environment where users constantly evaluate themselves against others. People compare their lives to idolized posts. Passive scrolling increases loneliness, and online harassment worsen mood. The depression that is caused by social media often also leads to an increase in anxiety. Studies have shown that social media addiction significantly correlates with anxiety symptoms. More than half of studies found that social media usage increased anxiety. The strongest anxiety occurs with problematic or compulsive use and higher screen time. Social media increases anxiety by conditioning the brain to constantly monitor social feedback. Unlike normal communication, social media never ends, which causes fear of missing out, pressure to respond quickly, constantly checking behavior, and emotional dependence on feedback. Instead of relaxing after social media interaction, users may continue thinking about how they are perceived by others. Another serious problem that social media can cause is poor sleep. In 2019, a study of 576 high school students was conducted and showed that poor sleep quality was significantly associated with social media use. 62.3% of the students claimed that they slept with their phone in their bedroom, which increased nighttime disturbance. The study also found that social media use is directly correlated with depression symptoms, which further disturbs sleep. Social media damages our mental health by disturbing sleep, which is when the brain is recovering. Social media users often scroll in bed, keep phones nearby bed, and check notifications overnight. Instead of entering a deep rest, the brain remains socially alert. In conclusion, social media has more of a negative than positive effects on our mental well-being. Social media harms mental health through depression, anxiety, and sleep disruption. These negatives do not occur separately, they work to reinforce each other in a cycle. We do not need to remove social media entirely, but we must reduce how much it has control over our lives by turning off non-essential notifications, limiting nighttime use, and focusing on real-world interaction. So it is important that we understand the negative consequences of social media use so that we can protect our mental health. Thank you.